So here at the Gadget Show Live, I've come down to see Microsoft, the first time I've come to. So it's Windows 8.1 update day.
Indeed, 8.1 update launches today, which is really all about making Windows really familiar for existing Windows users.
Yep.
So it's bringing back a lot of keyboard and mouse functionality, so it should just feel a lot more natural to people navigating. So there's a couple of things. Here we are on the Windows 8.1 update start screen, and instantly you can see both the power button is now back straight on the start screen.
Yep.
So it makes it really easy to get to those kind of controls. Similarly, search, I can now launch a search straight from the start screen. Now what's really nice now, a lot of people who are using non-touch devices of traditional sort of desktop are using the Windows desktop quite a lot. So we've done a few things to make life easier for them. Key is we've made it so that you can pin Windows Store apps, full screen apps, direct to the taskbar. So I can now switch applications, whether they be traditional desktop applications like my File Explorer or something like the Bing full screen app from the taskbar. Now another issue that some users had is, how do I close down those lovely Windows Store full screen apps? So now you just move your mouse to the top of the screen and traditional title bar will come down, giving you the minimize and close buttons that people are familiar with. And when I minimize that app, I'm back at my desktop. Now the other thing that's going to make it feel really user-friendly for new users, existing Windows users, sorry, is when they're in a full screen app, again, move the mouse to the bottom of the screen and the taskbar pops up and you can navigate across everything.
Yeah. I noticed on some devices you don't get the power option on the smaller devices like the tablets. You don't seem to get the power, but on the bigger device you do.
Yeah, so obviously smaller ones are going to be driven by a power button or just closing the lid if it's got a keyboard. So the OEMs will determine exactly
how it's determined, right?
By the power settings of the machine. So we're starting to get specific to form factor. Similarly, what you'll start finding with 8.1 update is most traditional laptops and desktops will boot straight to desktop by default if the OEM sets that. Whereas tablets will boot to the start screen because people want to navigate with touch.
Yeah.
The real idea, what I love about this, is there's really no compromise anymore. If you're a touch user, you can navigate Windows with touch only. If you're a keyboard and mouse, traditional, non-touch user, you can now navigate beautifully with just keyboard and mouse. You know, simple things like even on my start screen, if I right-click, I now get context-sensitive menus allowing me to pin, unpin, and resize all my apps.
Instead of bringing up the buttons at the bottom.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a nice update, and just to remind us then, so if you've got Windows 8.1, how do you get the update?
So 8.1 update will come through standard Windows update. If you're an 8.1 user, you'll get this auto update within the next week or so. If you're only on 8.0, then you need to go to the Windows Store and install from there.
Yeah, excellent. Well, thanks for that. Now I think we're going to have a look at some of the devices you've got on the stand.
Yep.